impulse, correction, and bull run. So there's no 5 impulsive wave structure. So that might be not a impulse, that might be not breakout. If we're opening what is going on, it is actually very, very sad. We can say like wave 1, 2, and we are in the wave 3. So possibility of 70k increases way more higher than it was previous. So in today's episode, let me show you what is going on in the market with my conditions, and without the complicated words, simply explain how to properly look at the charts to clean all of this noise. So let's go straight into the charts. But remember, this is not a financial advice, everything meant for educational purpose only, and please do your own research. So what we currently see at the charts, like an impulse, correction, and breakout and beginning of the bull run on the Bitcoin, but it is not so clear right now. And let me show you some another scenarios on the Bitcoin, because first, if to say that, and if we can say that straightly, we are breaking here, right? We have to have a conditions. We have to have an understanding that yes, this is the beginning and a growth. We take a Fibonacci from the beginning of the impulse, end of this impulse like this, from 0.3 to 0.6, 0.5 to 0.6 area. But as you can see, we already retested minimum targets, 0.3 to 0.5. So this is the minimum target. So anytime soon, the possibility of the beginning of the impulse is very, very high. Next, what we want to see is we want to identifying this movement. If this is the impulse, right? So if we can see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then there's a possible correction, and this will create for us major wave 1, correction wave 2, and breakout. Or it's already in some kind of, we can say like wave 1, 2, and we are in the wave 3, something like this. So in today's episode, let me answer that question. It is actually impulse or not? So these answers will give us the understanding that we are in correction or the beginning of the impulse. So first of all, yes, bullishness is a good one that we retested 0.5, 0.3 area. In other conditions, what we want to spend attention is the volumes. What we see currently, usually when there's the impulse, you can see the harmonious growth when the price is increases and volumes are increases, right? But here you can see definitely there's a divergence. The price, the volumes decrease step by step, the price is increases. This is unharmonious market movement, and usually it means that this is actually the correction. Plus, if right now we will deep dive a little bit on a smaller time frame as a 5-hour time frame, what we currently see, we want to see 5 impulsive wave structure, but here we already cannot see that 5 impulsive wave structure because we know that always in a wave 3, so however we will put that impulse, right, no matter how, we know the third wave always has a highest splash of volumes, right? But here we can see that highest splash of volumes happened from the bottom over here. So there's no 5 impulsive wave structure. So market is actually screaming to us that, yo, be careful. That might be not a impulse, that might be not breakout, and we can be still trading in the flat correction. What is the flat correction? Flat correction usually happens or A, B, C, D, or A, B, C flat, like for example, A, B, and C, and after begin some kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after maybe like some kind of correction, and after breakout, right? Sorry for my drawing is not good, but you understand the idea. This is one of the possible scenario. Another possible scenario, of course, is much more longer one, which is less likely, but we need to consider that scenario, like something A, B, C, D, and E, and only after that, the breakout higher, right? Something such kind of. But before we go into that really long scenario, right, we need to understand, is it the actually wave B or not? And if it is, then our targets would be the lower range, which is around 70k. Plus, not just a lower range, we have a target zone over here, right? The most likely where the prices comes. It's 0.3, from 0.5 to 0.6, the zone of high attention. So price can actually reach these targets right now. And if we previously look at the chart, what happens to the Bitcoin, in this cycle, we can see a lot of wrong corrections that happens really very often. Here, look at this, A, B, C happened, right? After we saw the longest one, here happened like A, B, C, D, and E, and after the impulse, right? And right now, it's more likely looks like that we are like in some kind of A, B, and C, because this movement, I don't really like it. I don't like these bones, what happened over here. it is not look like real impulse. So there's a really higher possibility, a higher probability that we can fall. And especially if we look at the structure right now, what is going on? Here's the higher range, here's the lower range. And as you can see, we tried to break that and we deviate. Right? So right now, I'm not talking about some BS. We deviate, and that deviation already giving you a lot of knowledge and a lot of like kind of information that you actually can trade like something like this. Do you understand? So what is my personal opinion over here? My personal opinion is that if we deviate exactly at the higher range, right? I don't believe that we will see something such kind of. Right? I don't believe everything is possible, but this is my personal opinion, because basically to happen that continuation, we would like to see the increasing the volumes, but we see that the prices increases, volumes decreasing, and we see that stuff on the ETF chart also. So later I will show you that also. So because of that, it more tells us that basically we might be at the flat correction and the price actually can fall. So right now, for now, why I'm not opening the position, because that's not very certain right now that we didn't actually deviate, right? Yeah, we definitely didn't break it. We have all more rights to say that. And the same time, we cannot say we deviate. So I want the price goes a little bit lower, maybe somewhere over here. And from here, if there's going to be some bounce, we will look at on the smaller time frame, the structure of this movement. And then maybe I will open some short position towards that scenario, what I'm expecting. Everything I'm going to post in my Telegram channel. I highly suggest you to join in. The link in description and in comment section, I will pin it. Join our Telegram channel. There's a lot of useful and great stuff is going on. Plus, one more thing, on the 5-hour time frame, if we're opening what is going on, it is actually very sad thing is happening. We don't need this target zone. So on the 5-hour time frame, the stuff is not going good, because if we open the MACD, if you do like, yeah, let me show you, let's do it once again. So if we open the MACD, we see the massive divergence between the price and the MACD. Look at this. Consistently, it's showing us lower lows, and the price is showing us higher highs. This is very bearish. This is very bad. And basically, the possibility of that is much more increases. But one thing what I really don't like for that bearishness, if we open the ETF chart looks completely different. If ETF chart is actually showing us some bullishness, because you can see here price is showing us higher highs, and the MACD also showing us higher highs. Do you know? So this is actually bullish. This is actually great. So, but I don't like on the ETF that also here you can see the divergence. The price is increases, right? Volumes definitely are step by step decreases. So this is divergence. Also, I don't like it. And the same thing on the ETF. The structure is uncertain. Structure is uncertain. That means it's more likely that there is something going on, and you want to stay away from the trading right now. So as you can see, there's no really definitely great entry right now that we can say that prices go somewhere definitely, but I mean, yeah, we need to keep an expectation on that range. But actually, if we look at the ETF right now, right, because it's Saturday, Sunday, it didn't open yet, but still you can see the higher range. We still are kind of trying to deviate, but we are not actually in, right? So if the price on ETF also will reverse over here and do something such kind of, right, then it's more likely that we will see some lower lows. But if not, and if here we will see some support right now and the price will start to bounce, there's a likely scenario that we are going higher. And especially right now, do you know, the things what you need to keep in mind, I'm analyzing the charts more on ETF because the liquidity and more volumes right now on the ETF chart. This is why I opened here. And to be honest, that what it stops me, because we usually, all the crypto guys are used to analyze the market on the exchanges chart, and now it's like kind of switching up happening, and I want to make sure first I'm not like a kind of FOMOing on that, or trying to straightly move my attention from the exchange. So this is why I'm kind of trying to trying to use the both of the charts, but I still really careful. So this is what is going on right now on the Bitcoin charts, and that's the thing what I'm expecting, right? There is possibility, if we look at the exchanges, right, that we can deviate, and most of the people are not ready to going to see such kind of picture. But same time, it is not necessarily means that it's bear market, and that's all. That can be usual A, B, C correction, and after that we can see that parabolic growth, which we are more of us are waiting for that growth. So I think this is really understandable for each one of you. I try to use the simple language. And if you like my content, if you like the way how I analyze the market, you can subscribe to the channel and leave your comment, ask the question. Any question are always welcome. I always try to answer each one of you. So thank you for watching. See you in the next, and bye bye.